Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1993 Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec R32. Another R32 takes on the course, another GTR. This is the V-Spec 1, not running racing mod, unlike the V-Spec 2. I did get it in the best colour, gunmetal grey, but yeah, another R32. Let's see how this one gets along. Four-wheel drive, 646 horsepower, 1,335 kilos. That is very R32 statistics. Anyways, this car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsport Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 RS, which at the time of a 27.806, this car is unlikely to beat that. Where's this going to go? Well, every other R32 we've had has gone around 29.6. The 91 did a 29.7, and that wasn't running racing mods, so somewhere in there. Again, I mean, this is the V-Spec, so it's technically heavier than the standard GTR, which isn't helpful. But still, I'm hoping it does well. I also promise you this will be the final R32 GTR for a while. You might have maybe or maybe not noticed that these are sort of getting built up in an interesting way. There'll be a bit of a showdown between all of the Skyline generations, but that's going to be much later on in this series, so don't worry. This is our final Skyline for at least a little bit, and to be fair to this one, on its first time out, it's set basically the lap time it's supposed to set. So I want to push it a little bit more, but, you know, I've got to go and drink a coffee now. That's how used I've got to driving these R32s. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of these in this game. There really is. I don't know who decided how many different R32 GTR models there is. I'm going to have to count these at some point. I know if you count up every single Skyline in the game, there's 41 Skylines. I'm not joking. That's how many Skylines there are in this game. So, if you average out, bear in mind we've got to do about 640 odd episodes. If you average the Skylines out, I've got to cover one every about 5 episodes or so to stay on top of them or something ridiculous like that. So, yeah, that's why. Wow. Okay, this one's a lot quicker than the other R32s. It drives nicer, actually. I don't know if it's just placebo. It could be placebo. But this feels like it drives nicer than the other R32s. I don't know why it'd be this one specifically that drives nicer, though. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that's the way it appears to be. I think this might be our quickest Skyline now. Weird. Very weird, actually. Like, no, it's not. The quickest Skyline we've had is the R34 and then one of the R33s. I didn't realise this was the last lap, otherwise I wouldn't have been looking at that. But no, okay. Not sure where the logic is on this one, but either way, apparently the best R32 so far is the standard V-Spec, not the V-Spec 2. This one, specifically. Yeah, odd. Very odd. 29.255. To be fair, that lap was pretty spot on. So I think... I do think part of this is maybe I am getting better at driving these than I was previously, but... even still, that's impressive. 29.255 places this into 23rd place. It is quicker than the Synavi Silvia, quicker than all the other R32s we've had, quicker than the one R33 GTR we've had. It is slower than the 4-door and the R34, but to be fair, that's a pretty darn good time, actually. I can't explain why this one's quicker than the other ones. I can't even really claim it's the time thing, because I know obviously it's been a lot of episodes since you've seen it, but I only drove that 1991 R32 like this week, and it was 0.4 slower, so I don't think it's anything related to that. I don't know. An anomaly. You know, all these cars are basically the same, and yet we have found one That is different. There you go. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I won't be driving the Skyline. Until then, farewell.